Hello and welcome to this edition of Doing Business in Rwanda. I'm Arnold Segoa. On this edition, we are looking at employability and what many of the policymakers in the government of Rwanda are doing to make sure that many of the youth are actually included onto the workforce. A very interesting conversation. We do visit many vocational schools, training institutions that are going to employ or even mentor and equip the young generation of Rwandans. This is Doing Business in Rwanda.
2011 saw the official rollout of the technical and vocational trainings here in Rwanda to help the country achieve her economic development and poverty reduction strategy 2 goals. These include wealth creation and moving forward with the Vision 2020. The country had a case study of Singapore's unemployment approach to scale up the industry, upgrading labor skills and improving productivity on the back of TVETs.
Are the main key to development of Rwanda, because we can't say development without infrastructures, without health, without everything, such things. So TVETs are getting people putting hands on skills. This is what in Rwanda, it's a policy of hands on skills. If people are skilled about everything, and development is about everything, developing everything in the country, whether infrastructures, whether health, whether political issues, whether security, and all that. So TVETs is the main key because everyone is getting skills within a short period of time. And this is worth because everyone gets to know how to do things they want to do and how to do things that can contribute to the development of the country.
What you learn can give you a job, everything we learn. And something better here is that we focus on the culture. Our culture, Rwandan culture, so that when you're going on the market, there's something so representative that you can give so that people say, oh, this is new. Like every day I take 2 hours for practice, 1 hour for singing and the other hour for playing piano. I think it's better because the more you practice, of course, you can be good.
National statistics indicate that 13% of the graduates are unemployed, whereas the underemployed stand at 65%. Some might argue that youth unemployment has become a nationwide challenge, but it is being addressed through skills empowerment. Career guidance is another effective way to prepare young people for the competitive job market.
Parents of Rwanda or Africa, they believe that sciences are the only lessons to give their children. But I think it's not a good mind because in art and other literature and so on can make people make money and prepare their future in a better way.
This kind of having unemployed youth, why? Why is it so? It's because they studied this kind of let me say that they studied medicine, you wait to get employed in another company. But when we do have this kind of civil engineering, the TVET issues, they help us to contribute in building our own companies to employ also others.
The skills that I'm acquiring right now here from EDPRS, it's a NEP program for the graduates who have not been employed for a certain period and are free to join the programs. We need to have skills that are hands-on to be able to know how things are done and to be able to do them ourselves.
Rwanda is placing herself as the events hub following in the East Africa community. This follows the completion of major projects like the Kigali Convention Center and its realized growth in business tourism. Now, most of the events have a big demand when it comes to streaming, sound engineering, and more. This has contributed much to the construction of institutions like Africa Digital Media Academy and the Kigali Innovation Center to help youth develop ideas and more on videography and animation.
There is not a lot of people doing this. And the other problem that is on the field is people doing it, they are not doing it the right way, if I can call it that. Like they haven't gone through the proper channels of making these particular products, and it makes them produce bad quality products.
It comes down to the type of training. So yes, there is an issue of capacity. So you have people who can carry out these different kinds of jobs, whether you're talking about graphics or whether you're talking about video. There are people out there who are shooting videos, but the question is, are they good at whatever it is they're doing? So we set up our training to be specifically high-end, and as the program has evolved, we are looking at recruiting students who are already inclined. In fact, right from the outset, we look at students who are already inclined towards video. We don't just pick up people from the street, because everyone who comes in here says, oh, we're interested in shooting video, or we like watching movies and we want to be a film director. But there's a difference between watching movies and there's a difference between making movies. And we make that clear from the outset.
With the hands-on policy that many of the vocational institutions are deploying, students have more chances of understanding what they study in class and how it can be used in the job market, like this one.
This machine is the jar testing apparatus. It helps us to know the optimum dosage of a coagulant, chemical coagulant that we use to treat water. Here is the board of control. I can insert the stirrers so that it moves to mix coagulant in these beakers. So in a given time, I can read and know the turbidity of water after treatment.
Young ladies in Rwanda are being encouraged to take engineering courses, arts and crafts as a better way to fast develop themselves and create solutions in various sectors of the country.
It's like something unusual for a lady to be in the mechanics and engineering, but it's a very good thing because it's a hands-on thing, and whatever you're doing, you know, you can see the results with yourself. If you maintain a car and it's properly moving, it's a good thing to see something you do and then it produces the good results. It's a little bit challenging still because it's really energetic and it requires someone to be passionate about it.
When I'm going to the field, sometimes need to change the focuses of the camera, the iris, the gain, because it's according to weather. And also about the camera, so to carry the cameras and walking around, whether you are a girl, people just look you amazed, because I'm just studied with many boys, but they really take care about me. They just be happy to see me around them by encouraging one another and achieve their goals. There is no door closed for the women. So what they need is just to remember that if they need to do something, not thinking that it's only for men.
For the young ladies is that they cannot be afraid. It's our dignity to do mechanics, electronic, the civil, automobiles. There is many things that we can do without saying that the boys are only those who can do that.
Rwanda has invested much in the development of the workforce, and on the 17th of July 2017, the country signed a $120 million loan with the World Bank, part of which will be directed towards the development of TVETs, yet again to ensure quality education and competitiveness.
As we go along, we are going to put that professionalism in the products that we are going to be putting out, and they are going to be on the level of international animated or storyboard or comics. So as East Africa is concerned, as the world is concerned, trying to learn these basics, trying to comprehend what is involved in making these movies. That's our step as Rwandans to go forward and to compete with other countries.
I've been playing drums. I think it's like 1 year. I studied it when I came here. So there's not a big difference, because from like a person from Kenya or anywhere, we studied the same lesson, I think probably same, but the difference I think that we can make, it's like on your personality, your attitude, in what you're doing, your professionalism, how you do your things. I think that's the kind of difference.
One of the things they teach us from the school is creativity. And when you have creativity as playing things that new to the people and that not used, you can make money. I've already produced for some guys from Rwanda. I'm a music producer, and I've ever performed in Kigali Convention Center.
All Scouter have to do more than one artwork and not bigger than 3 artworks, because each month take 1 artwork. Then if you take 1 artwork for each month and times 3 months of term, you have seen the answer, $100. It's a cost of 1 artwork.
And that's where we'll leave it for this edition of Doing Business in Rwanda. Yet again, the country taking a leap and taking that step of faith when it comes to STEM and equipping many of the vocational students and the population, which is, as I said earlier on, very young. For any feedback, if you have any feedback regarding the show, just send us an email. That's dbir@abn360.com, or you can tweet us DBI Rwanda. That's, of course, our Twitter handle. That's where we'll leave it from the East, from the entire Doing Business in Rwanda team. Thanks for watching.